Now then, guys, hope everyone's well and happy. Today I'm going to be looking at the Venty by Storz Bickel. I purchased this a couple of days ago. You know, this isn't the first one I've had. When I first started vaping herb a while ago, there was a few on the market and I really didn't know what to get. You know, I didn't know how much to spend. I didn't want to buy cheap and it turned out to be rubbish, but also I didn't want to be breaking the bank. So I went mid-range, you know, I looked at reviews and ended up buying, I'll show you, the Packs 2. That's the Packs 2. You know, nice little little device, really. You know, it fits in your hand. You know, when I first got this, it was great. You know, there was it was something different. You know, you want light in summer. You know, and it's quite discreet too. You know, to others, it just looked like a vape. You know, with what all the teenagers and that have nowadays. You know what I mean? With all the young ones. So anyway, I've had this a while, kept it clean, looked after it, but you know, just lately I've been wanting a bit of a change. I don't know if it's because it's old, you know, or whatever. But all my herbs, they were tasting all alike, whether it was cheaper stuff, expensive stuff. You know, it was all going to be the same. So what's the point in spending more for quality and taste for it to taste just like the cheaper stuff? You know, it was all tasting the same. Don't get me wrong, the effects, they were different, but I like to enjoy the taste as well, you know. So anyway, I looked at all the different ones on the market today, and overall, it was this bad boy that was getting the best reviews. You know, it was overall, basically, the Venty was smashing it. You know, everything I was looking at, there was a couple of things that people think that could be improved, which I'll look at. You know, but this really was smashing it. So anyway, I got this one, and I think the range, it ranges in between 270 to 300 £, you know, on the market today. You know what I mean? Now, opening it, it was a lot bigger than what I expected, even though I've seen people using these, you know. I mean, if you look at this to the Packs 2, there is quite a big difference. You know, that fits in your hand lovely. This, to start with, I thought it's going to, you know, is it a walkie-talkie, is it a taser, you know what I mean? But the more I've had it, I mean, I've only had it less than a week now, but the more I've had it, I do like it, you know, it's all plastic, you know. You feel like if you do drop it, which you don't want it, but if you do knock it over or drop it, you feel like it's not going to smash, you know, it does feel sturdy. You know, I also like, you've got this there like that, you know, it's not all smooth. I think if it was just like this, it could slip out your hands a bit. With like that, great stuff, you know, it looks a really nice piece of kit. So let's have a little look. So to fill this up, you know, all you do, you open it, put your herb in there, flower in there, close it, and you'll turn it on with the side, put your heat into what you want. And to be, I think with the Packs 2, that was taking a long while to warm up. I mean, I think sometimes because you're not moving it, it sometimes goes off itself, and sometimes it went off before it actually heated up. So, you know, I'd have to turn it back on again, or just keep standing here and moving it. With this, I think I timed it the other day, for the lowest temp, I think it took 17 seconds, 18 seconds to warm up. And, oh, brilliant, you know, it's so quick. You double tap this, you know, it takes it to the next heat. I think it says on there. Yeah, so it starts off at 180, and then you double click that, it goes to 195, and then if you do it again, it goes to 210. So it's I like that, you know. I think since I've had it, I haven't had to touch these, even though these feel a bit solid, you know. But at the same time, I suppose, me personally, I like it like that, you know, because if there was too flimsy, I'd be scared of, you know, messing about with it in my pocket or my bag. You know, it's not going to really fit in your pocket that well. But, you know, there's no chance of, like, tapping it by accident or whatever like that. So you have to be sturdy with it. But, again, quality, you know, for me, that's great. So, yeah, here's your mouthpiece. You know, so you'll do it, drag on. And also, this is a big thing and all, airflow. You know, you can do it to 1. So, look, mine's a bit slipper. Yeah, it goes to 1. So you get a bit of a, what's the word? But yeah, you know, when you drag on it, there's a bit more there. It's not too easy free flowing, you know, a bit more tension to it, so we say. and then it goes to 2 and 3. 3 is wide open, you know, that just enables it straight in. You know, it's absolutely brilliant, just straight to you. You know, and to be fair, I think in this I've been putting 0.3, your herb, your flour, you know. I don't like mine too pushed in, too thick. You know, I just like it quite fluffy. Obviously, you give it a little tap, but I've seen some people where they like to really pack it, you know, and I don't know. Like I said, I've had it a few days, so I'll try it anyway, but that's just what I like to do, 0.3, something like that. Put it in there, and then when it's done, you know, again, you open it, empty it out. But now then, so that's that. When you get the box, obviously, you know, comes like that. You open it up, you get your charger, get your little brush. Apparently that's horsey, that is. Seeing little things, and apparently you can do this when it's still a bit warm, but I don't. Just wait for it to cool down a bit. Got your little things in here, extra screens, little thing to push it down, chuck it in. You know, also in the box, what you also get is a few little things in there. One of them is actual warranty, and you get an extra year for registering your device. So I'd advise that, you know, get straight onto the website, put your code in, you know, your serial number, put that in. It gives you an extra year. Now also this has a Bluetooth thing, which I haven't looked into properly yet. I've looked at little things, but I haven't done it myself. And apparently with that, what you can do is you go onto it and see how these are already set. So you press 1, you know, it goes 180 to 195, double it again. And apparently you can set them differently. So that's a good little thing there that they've done there. So yeah, well, that's a good little thing, that. What else? What I also did, because I've seen little things as well, instead of putting your flour straight in there, obviously it makes it it's going to get a bit dirty a bit quicker. And I've seen little things of cleaning it, which when I clean mine at the end of the week, I'll do another little video on that. But I read about these bad boys. No, I think I got these offline. Not, you know, I think I got 20 for 15, less than 15 quid. You know, so here they are. What you do, put your stuff in there, your flour, your herb, put that on, put it straight in, open your device, you know, put it in there with your stuff, close it, heat it up like that, bam. When you're done, take it out, empty it, voila. You know, so for me that's a great little thing, because obviously you're still going to need to clean it, but it's just not going to get as mad in there. But it's also good if you're out and about. I mean, you know, if you like to go for a walk while you're vaping, you know, if you like to do that, you could fill a few different ones up with different strains, whatever. But just saves mucking about, you know. You can empty it out, put them in a little bag as well, switch them back in, put another one in. Absolutely brilliant, that. So you're not mucking about. You ain't got to grind all your stuff because it's already grinded up. It's already put in there for you. So it's just a thing of swapping it. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, so with this, a few days, it's been mint for me. To be honest, obviously I've had the packs too for a little while now. Like I say, don't get me wrong, this was great. You know, don't get me wrong at all. You know, when I first got this, it was class. You know, but I just feel like everything's getting better now. Everything's upgrading. Even the packs, I've seen the packs have got new ones out. I think it's the packs, is it Flow? Something like that, I can't remember. But they have got a few different ones out now. So this has had its time as well. It's still a great little device, you know, especially for starting. What I wouldn't want to do is go straight onto this starting. Don't get me wrong, it'd be great, but I just feel like you wouldn't appreciate it, you know, so it's best to start off. I mean, that was probably the same for me with this, you know, because this, I think it was about 150 quid at the time. So it wasn't cheap, you know, just to go onto it, when you can see the little things that are on the internet now for, bloody hell, you can pick stuff up for 15, 20 quid, whether it, you know, I don't know whether they're any good or what, but this was great. And to be fair, it still is, you know, it's just, I just fancied an upgrade, you know, you get bored of everything, don't you? To be honest, I might even do a giveaway in the future with this, you know, I've still got all this stuff and all that. But when I did get this, I changed the mouthpiece as well. Don't know if I can show you, yeah. Because with this, when you first get it, it's just flat. So what you do is you put your lips on the side there, little hole at the side, inhale it, which was quite nice. You know, it was all right. But what I felt was, because it was heating up, your lip on this, you could feel it. You could feel the heat, and it was like you were sipping on it. And I think that's what you're supposed to do with the packs. To be honest, I don't think it's more of a you know, pull or drag, you know, it's more of a, just loosely onto it. So I swapped it, got this, you know, put this on, very nice, you know, and it was all right, it was nice. But like I say, this Venty, it's a bloody game changer. You know, as soon as I nailed it, I put my herb in, my flour, and it's like starting all over again, if I'm honest. The taste was absolutely amazing. You can taste everything coming through. And I think I stuck it at 180 for a while. Well, we'll say a while, a few drags. And then kept pumping it up. Obviously, the more you do, the more vape you get. So yeah, it was absolutely amazing. Obviously, the lower temperature the taste was amazing. I don't think I've ever tasted herb quite like it. You know, you're not lighting it, so is it the combustion or something? I don't know, but this was just pure flavour. Obviously, not a lot of vape on the first 180, but as it went up, it was still a lot. It was still good, which I'll obviously show you on the next videos. I'm keeping this, that's why I've kept everything away. Be careful what I'm saying, because for some reason a lot of my videos are being took off. So that's doing me head in, because I keep having to redo them. So I've got to put a lot more videos back on now. So this one I'm trying to keep it clean, you know, not mention certain words, not show certain things. So that'll be one for a short that I'll do. On the short, I'll show you how I do it, how much vapor comes out of it. Show you with these as well, how quick and easy it is to do with that. So yeah, I won't really know whether I was going to do a video on this, because I just thought, you know, it's just a vaporizer. But no, if you're thinking about getting this, I definitely would. You know, it's well worth the money. You know, it's like I say, the taste, I was expecting it to be better, don't get me wrong. I wasn't expecting that. You know, it lights up your eyes. It was absolutely amazing. So for the price, bang on. I think there's a Mighty Plus as well that I've looked at, because it was out of this and the Mighty Plus I was tempted to get. You know, I'm not saying the Mighty Plus is not very good, because I've heard great things about that as well. I just fancied this one, you know. I'm so glad I did. Great to hold. You know, nice little mouthpiece. You can get different things as well. You can get bubblers and all that, apparently. I haven't looked at them. Might look at them in the future. But for me, absolutely bob on this. I recommend it to anyone if you're vaping. But like I say, keep your eye out. I'm going to put a short on soon of how to actually use it, because I'll have to put an age restriction on that, I believe. Hopefully I won't have to do it with this, so everyone can have a look at it. So yeah, if you've got one, you know, tell me what you think. You know, is there things you don't like? Because obviously I've only had it a few days now, so there might be things in the future that I'm not keen on. But for now, I think it's amazing. Like I say, if you've got one, tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like. If you've got the Mighty, tell me what you like about that. You know, have you had this, gone to something else? Have you had something else, gone to this? You know, just tell me what you think, guys. So anyway, that's it for now. Let's see how long this stays on before it gets took off. Yeah, so anyway, take care, guys. Look after yourselves. See you soon.